Privileged resolution honoring the life and legacy of James Jimmy Tayyoun Sr., who passed away on November 1, 2017 at the age of 87. Resolution honoring the life and legacy of James Jimmy Tayyoun Sr., who passed away on November 1, 2017 at the age of 87. Introduced by Councilwoman Bass.
Point of information.
Councilman Zone.
Can I request the author of the resolution, can we do this by a standing vote?
Councilwoman was going to do that.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of the resolution through a standing and silent vote.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman.
You know, regarding the passing of Jimmy Tayyoun, who was a good friend to all of us and always some good advice, sage advice, and, you know, just a wonderful person to be around. He was truly, you know, he just had a presence that made you want to be around him. And I wanted to yield some of my time to Councilman Squilla, who I know represented Mr. Tayyoun and who, you know, had a personal relationship with, so.
Thank you, Councilman.
It is important that Councilman Tayyoun, who was the first district council person and also lived in the district, and one thing I remember when coming into council, I always remembered that Jim Tayyoun was a person that was at every location, every place, and I remember seeing him and I said, you know, if I become council person, I want to make sure that I'm available as much as you were to your constituents, and that's something that Jimmy Tayyoun represented. He was always everywhere, and he always cared about the needs of the community. And on this day, it's great to honor him with this resolution. So I want to thank Councilwoman Bass. Happy to co-sponsor that, and also wanted to make a point about Councilman Jones's point of
resolution, just honoring the memory of former Councilman Jimmy Tayyoun, who always made it his mission and also made it his business to let me know that regardless of what I do all throughout the city of Philadelphia, only the work that I do within the 2nd Councilmanic District is what matters, because at the end of the day, those are the people who put you in office. And he talked about the importance that constituent services is the bread and butter of why we do this work. But he also was a councilman during the time that Martin Luther King came down to South Philadelphia to the housing projects at 13th and Catherine Street. So my grandmother would always talk about the great work that he did when he served as a councilman. So just wanted to offer brief statements in honor of his life. I want to also, I'm proud to say that we recently have the go ahead and green light